is Pol Pot's story worth telling?
I mean, I was a bit bemused when they decided to make the movie, because they normally wait until you're dead. So I had to check my pulse.
But what would you say, what is the story about that you think captured some essence for people to say, yes, we want to tell the story?
Well, I think the essential message of the movie is that life throws many obstacles in your way. You get to where you want to be just by keeping going, and you do that because of your own determination, your own perseverance, but also because of the people that support you.
And what would you say prompted you to enter Britain's Got Talent?
10 pence piece. I flipped a 10 pence piece. There was a pop-up window on my laptop that I intended to close, and in error I actually maximised it. It's on the Windows PC, of course. The X is next to the maximise button, and it's easy to press the wrong one, and that's what I did. And then suddenly I saw Simon Cowell's face and filled in the form, and I thought, well, why would you apply for this? Why would they take you? And I thought, well, I'm too old for this, and I do the wrong kind of music, and you've got such a great face for radio, why would they want to pick you for TV? And I thought, well, I don't know. The entry shut the next day, so I either had to enter or it would just decide itself. So in the end I got a 10 pence piece, flipped the coin, and decided that if it landed on heads then I'd apply. If it landed on tails then I'd cancel it and never think about it again.
Okay, and what would you say are the highlights of being a part of this production?
It was that realisation, really, that and I didn't know it at the time, that you can feel like your life is going in one direction and heading down a dead-end road, but sometimes there's a turning you didn't see at the start, and your life can take a completely different change of direction.
And you worked with one of the most famous directors who produced The Devil Wears Prada, David Franco. How was it for you having to work with him?
David Franco's a lovely person. He's a very quietly spoken person, but you can always tell that he will get what he wants. And he's a very quiet but very determined person. And I loved working with him. He met our dog, which very easily could have been in Marley and me, our very own Marley, incorrigible and doesn't listen to a word that anybody says. But David's a nice guy and a hard worker, and he's done an incredible job with the film.
What has Britain's Got Talent done for you and your career?
I never believed I would even get on Britain's Got Talent, let alone win it. And what it's done is given me more belief, and it's given me the opportunity to do what I love doing. And I'm often asked about other winners and other contestants and whether they are successful. But for me, success is doing what you love doing. If you do what you love to do, doesn't matter what level it is, if you do what you love to do and that's your career, that is success. That's your ultimate definition of success. I've done all sorts before Britain's Got Talent. I've worked in a dairy, I've worked in car parts factories, I've worked in food processing plants, I worked as a verger in a cathedral, and I've worked as a shelf stacker in supermarkets, as a wine advisor in a supermarket, and right before Britain's Got Talent I was working as a mobile phone salesman.
What is your relationship with opera music?
I still love it. There's so much to enjoy in opera, and it's often seen as only for certain people, but all music is for all people. You know, an 18-year-old can listen to opera just as a 92-year-old can listen to rock. It's all down to what moves you and what speaks to you.
How has your past hardships shaped you into the Pol Pot that we're sitting with today?
I think you are the sum of all your experiences, good or bad, and you do need things to not just go well, because I don't think if everything always goes your way, you never learn your strengths, and you only learn your strengths when you feel at your weakest.